Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Hytale. So it turns out that oak trees do in fact continue to grow even after they've gotten to this stage over here. It also kind of looks like the roots that would otherwise be in or under the ground have started to float off of the side of these trees, which looks really weird. So I'm probably not gonna do the little experiment that we did with putting oak trees 3 blocks higher than they would usually be, which means that these ones will probably grow normally, which is completely fine by me. I'm also happy to report that, oh my God, look at all that corn. Just gonna grab all of this and pretend that didn't happen. The good news is we will get a ton of essence of life from grabbing all of this. Is it obvious that my sore throat that I talked about in one of the previous episodes is gone? It should be. It definitely should be. We have gotten over 200. We're probably going to end up with near 300 essence of life from all of this corn. Yeah, 282 is pretty solid work right there. If we have a little bit of a look down at the farmer's workbench, if we wanted to upgrade this again, which I'm not really too sure that I do want to do. I don't really care to go much further than what we have right now, although a thorium hoe at some point would be kind of cool to get our hands on. I do think corn is probably, every time I say the word corn, it's in my head, all I can, I can just hear that, I can just hear that one part of Freak on a Leash every single time, which is like, that song came out in 1998, man. I don't know how many people watching a Hytale video in 2026 are going to be aware of that one part of that one song, but you know what? It's fine. What I would like to do is go ahead and use the 202 vegetables that I have available right now to make a bunch of vegetable skewers, which happened to take forever, but we have almost 3 full stacks of vegetable skewers in my inventory right now, which is kind of fantastic news, and that is kind of where I want to get started today. I want to start digging down and figuring out what we're going to do for a better storage solution than what we have going on right now, because all of these chests in this main room are just not going to cut it. So we're going to dig down a little bit here. I don't know if I can get off of this ladder, unfortunately, so I'm going to dig out a little bit more here. We are going to put ladders down into this basement, but for now we can go ahead and just dig this out super quickly by taking out the bottom blocks of all of these pebble blocks right here, which has made this so much easier. And then I'm hoping I can use signs to mark where everything's gonna go. I'm not actually too sure if you can write on signs in Hytale, so we're gonna make one and we're gonna find out how exactly these work. So I put it there and it does nothing. I can't right click on it to do anything with it, unfortunately. So I guess unless I'm missing something, I think that might be completely useless, which is really unfortunate, but I have another idea in mind for what we can do. Basically, if we go into this little basement space, if I can actually get into it, what we could probably do is place, say, some double chests there and some double chests here. And then if we have some slabs across the roof, it's going to give us a half block of sort of visibility above these. So let's say these chests were going to be for wood. I could just do a couple of wooden blocks there and it would give me 4 chests worth of storage in this space with half of these blocks visible so I can see at a distance. That's for wood. We could do stone. We could do grass blocks for farm stuff. We could do something for like weapons and ores and whatnot. So I think that's how I'm gonna make this work. And you know what? This space is a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Now, admittedly, we are gonna come in 1 block on all sides with whatever we decide to use as the, I guess cobblestone would probably make the most sense, since that's kind of what we've used as the base for all of our walls out here. So I guess coming down with cobblestone would look pretty cool. I might do it on both of the long sides and then use wood for the back wall. Actually, just this back wall. Maybe mostly cobblestone with some wooden accents would be really cool, since we're trying to make it look like the tower's supported as well. So we have a little bit of cobblestone, which is better than not having any cobblestone. I am just wondering, I can get out of here. What I'm wondering is there any easy way to make cobblestone? I don't think there is. So we have all of this stone rubble here. If I go to the workbench, is there anything I can do in this space? Not really. If I go to the farmer's workbench, does it have anything for me? So I can make things like hay bales. I can make frozen pebbles. I can make pebble blocks. I can make gravel. But unfortunately, I can't make anything like cobblestone, which I really feel should be a thing. Also, putting some ivy and vines in my towers might look very, very cool. I do feel like I should be able to make cobblestone with like pebbles. I don't know. That might be weird. That might be a little bit weird, but I think it would be cool. I do. I think it would be really, really cool because right now you just have to go dig out some stone and I don't know. It's maybe it'd be a bit much. Either way, what we can do is head up this way because I have started putting together just a little mining area, which is down here. Now, this is where I got all of the stone for that tower. It was originally an open space at the top of this hill, which I patched up for my farm. But if we pop down this way, it's not much. It's humble, but it is largely, it's just here for cobblestone, which is something I'm going to need a lot of. So hopefully 2 full stack. What are you doing out here? I'm trying to get back, to my house with 2 full stacks of cobblestone. We got skeletons in the lawn. Get out of here. I'm not dealing with you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Don't know where they keep coming from, but it keeps happening and it's very annoying. Let's go ahead then and figure out what exactly we're gonna do. Now, my thought process here is that it might be interesting to continue down with the wooden logs that we have right here. I think that could be kind of cool, but then I'm wondering if I was to dig this way, am I going to be able to sort of make this work? I think I can actually. So I'm realizing that part of the design in here that we can do is obviously going to be the slab ceiling, but we can kind of get some details in here with some of this cobblestone. I was thinking of setting this wall back a little bit further, kind of the way these 2 walls are set back a little bit. But if we do that, we're going to lose the pebbles that we have here. And these are visible from the outside. So I think, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that. What I could potentially do, though, now that I think about it, is use cobblestone slabs for these walls so that we have a full block of a setback here and then a half block here. We would have to use stairs, I guess, for the top part to kind of blend it all together. But I think we can do that. So if we do some math here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which means we're going to need 1, 2, that's 40 of those slabs. We are going to need 20 stairs. And I think that should mean I can go down here and hopefully just line these walls the entire way across here and the entire way across this side as well, with some upside down stairs at the very top. And while the textures don't necessarily line up, I don't hate this at all. I think it looks kind of cool. The only thing I'd say we're missing is 1, 2, 3, 4 upside down stairs on this side, and I guess 6 of them down here. So let's head back up this way, which we can thankfully climb out of. And for this side, man, it's very tempting to do this slightly differently. You know what I'm going to do? There and there. And then I'm thinking we do some blocks and we go there and there just to make it look a little bit more sturdy. I might even go so far as saying we should do some stairs at the bottom here just to make it look. Nah, you know what? I think that's fine. I think that's okay. I think that sort of works. And I do sort of like that. I like that we have, you know, the pillars visible in the corners. It means I could put some torches on them, which actually, no, I can't because they sort of stick into the stairs, which doesn't look great, but it was an idea. it was an idea, and that's fine. Anyway, we need a floor. That's the next thing, and we need the ceiling, which I think is just going to be probably oak, honestly, since we have got, I think, a good amount of oak logs in my inventory. So again, we're going to have to do some math here to figure out how many slabs we need and how many blocks we need. 8 by 12 is 96. That's fine. And then for the ceiling, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 60. Okay, I can do that one. All right. So 96 blocks and 60 slabs. I think the slabs are going to be easier. And man, that gives it a real sort of cramped feeling down here, and I kind of like it. I'm also thinking that the stairs might actually need to go away. And the reason I'm thinking that is because as cool as they are, it might be better if we actually do have like a little bit of a lip in here where the cobblestone sort of transitions to the ceiling. And I think that does look a little bit better. I mean, it's very dark down here, but I think from what we can see, it looks a little bit better. Now, unfortunately, that has given us a bunch of cobblestone stairs that we don't necessarily need, and that has me thinking it might not be a bad idea to get our hands on the salvager's workbench, which is something you can throw items into to get materials out of. Now, to get this, we need some copper, which I'm relatively sure that during my acquisition of an absolute ton of cobblestone, I think I did see, I absolutely did, 1, 2, 3 bits of copper right there, which I think is exactly the amount of copper that we need to upgrade our workbench, which is kind of fantastic. I think it's a little costly to upgrade the workbench, if I remember right. Let's have a look here. Yeah, 30 copper, 20 iron. That's rough. That's a little bit rough, but you know what? It's fine. We can make it work. We'll get this all smelted. I kind of want the copper before I want the iron, so if we could get that, that would be great. And then we can go ahead, we can upgrade our workbench, which is, it pains me just how expensive it is to do this, but that does now mean we can get the salvager's workbench, which we do want. It also gets us closer to things like the alchemist's workbench and the arcanist's workbench, which is going to need some thorium. The arcanist one, though, lets us get teleporters, which I absolutely want to get my hands on. Now, when it comes to the salvager's workbench, do we have anywhere in here for this right now? Not really. I'm just going to put it outside is what I'm going to do. I think it's just going to live here for now. And what I'm curious about is if I put this in here, what does it give me back when I turn these in? It just gives me rubble. Interesting. That's not, it's not useful, but it's not what I was necessarily thinking it was going to be. Kind of thought it was going to be more than this, you know? Oh man, coming down this ladder in the morning is a little bit more precarious than it used to be. We are going to have to do something about this. I mean, it is most likely just going to have another little layer of wood right here, but for now it's just easier to get in and out of that pit if it's a little bit wider. What I would like to do though is have a look at these trees, because it looks like they are just continuing to grow, which is kind of fantastic news. But I do happen to need a bunch of oak logs. So as much as they're continuing to grow, I am going to take them down. I'm also noticing that it seems that the roots are starting to fill out here, as we can tell. So I might actually go back on what I said right at the start about not doing the little 3-block thing again. There is a phase with these trees where they were floating. It was a bit weird looking, and it was weird when the roots weren't fully filled out, but by the looks of it, I mean, these ones are in the ground, right? These ones are going into the ground. That's okay. I don't hate that. I can deal with that. But these ones not being in the ground at all, it does make it a little easier. I don't have to dig down to get all the wood out of it. So yeah, I think ultimately we're probably going to do more of that, which means, I mean, all that essence of life we got earlier from the corn, that is probably all going to be oak logs, and I'm very, very much okay with that. Now, from these 3 trees, which weren't fully grown, by the way, we got over 1.5 stacks of oak logs. So I think these ones, I'm going to let them fully grow just because I'm curious to see how much we get out of them. We might end up with a giant tree kind of like that one over there, which would be fantastic news. But what we can do is go in here. That's the wrong one. We can go in here and we can turn all of this into hardwood planks, which is kind of fantastic. We can go down here and we can start to fill in this space, which is still very dark. Also, my pickaxe is like on the verge of breaking, which pains me so much, but that's fine. We'll put, I guess some torches can live there for now, kind of at that lower level. I can't put them on the sides. I didn't think about that. There. Give me that one. And we'll put that one, there. So they're going to be at floor level, unfortunately, for the time being. But honestly, at least I can see down here right now. And I think that's more important. I've also come up with an idea here that might give me a little bit more space above my head without lowering the chests that we put down here out of range of the crafting tables up above. And that idea would be to have anywhere that I'm going to be walking be slabs, kind of similar to what we've done with the ceiling. So basically, all of these corner sections need to come out because I think I want to say we replace these guys with stairs, which might be stupid to do, but I feel like I'm onto something with this. Now, the chests in and around the middle of this space, because that's where I'm probably going to put them, is down the middle instead of out at the sides, because then the access is a bit easier. Yeah, I think I'm onto something with this. I think I might be onto something with this. We're going to find out together, but I'm thinking I'm onto something with this. And so now we have a little space that looks kind of like this, and I don't hate it. My only problem is that the little lip that we've created this side of things doesn't exist around here because of the way that we did these walls out of slabs, which unfortunately means that these stairs that I've put into these spaces need to be replaced with blocks, because I do like that little lip around the outside of this place to have the stone walls sort of set back a little bit. I know details don't matter too much down here, but I think it looks cool, and so I'm gonna just do a little something like this across here. Then we can do exactly that same thing down the other side, which now gives us this space, and I kind of love it. Now, the way I think we'll do storage is in the middle here. Eventually, we're gonna dig out some of the slabs, and we can just put some regular blocks in here, and on that is where we're gonna be placing our chests. So the idea would be that I then put more chests on top of this one, and then above that we have half of a like log visible, and that tells us what's in these chests. That's the idea. Whether or not it works, we're gonna find out, but I'm hopeful that this will actually work. And so while this isn't necessarily an elegant solution, it works as far as I can tell. So let's do a little bit of an experiment here and see if it actually works. I have a bunch of iron in my, well, it was in this chest, it's now my inventory. Do I have iron over here? I have a little bit, but that should mean that all of the iron in here is now in my inventory. If I put it all into this chest, what I would like to find out now is if it's visible and available in this workbench, because if it isn't, we're in trouble. It is. Okay, so that's good. Is it gonna be visible in here? It is. So it works. That chest underground, which that one, this one chest is about as far away, not this one, but the one underneath, is about as far away from that workbench as we're going to be getting. So this idea should work out, which makes me so happy, except for the fact that I now need to move all of my stuff. I need to move everything, which is really going to suck, but that's okay. And so just like that, we no longer have, other than the one in the corner over there, any chests up here, which is so good. There's so much more room. I can move around without having to jump over things, which I absolutely adore. This chest does have all my copper stuff in it and a scrap mace, which I'm gonna move eventually. I do also have like a ton of food in my inventory right now. I don't really know what to do with all of it, but we'll figure that out. And then if we go down here, it's not a perfect layout just yet. We have a chest dedicated to dirt, which is also going to have things like, I guess, pebbles in there. So I probably want to move those out of this chest because I kind of lump them in with dirt, if I'm honest. I don't know that that really makes sense, but that's kind of what I'm doing. This is my valuables chest. where I decided to move the essence of life to, even though it's largely used for farming. I do think it's valuable, so in here kind of makes sense. Obviously wood, which includes everything wood right now. That might change. Same with the stone one. It has all different types of stone and chalk. This is our farming and plant adjacent things. And then this one is our miscellaneous, I don't have anywhere else for it kind of chest, which is, you know, includes weapons and statues and all that good stuff. So that's kind of the layout. It moves everything from upstairs into this basement space. And it means that I have room up here to move around and do my thing, which I really appreciate. It also means I think I can go and grab this guy and I can move it inside, which I very, very much want to do. I don't want everything being outside if I can avoid it. So it's going to live there for now. It would be nice to have some dedicated workspaces for all these different workbenches at some point, which I do want to do. I love the idea of building like a little smithy. I love that, you know, I've got my house, I've got my tower, but I'd love a little blacksmith somewhere. I think that would be really cool. I'd love to build a tannery. I want to build a town is what I want to do. I've been on YouTube a very long time, not on this channel for very long, but I've been on YouTube a very, very long time. And a lot of that time was spent building towns and cities. It's not going to change just because it's Hytale. I'm still wanting to build towns and cities here. It's just going to take probably a little bit longer. Now, in other news, I do want to start heading out, and I would like to repair my pickaxe before we do, which means we need light leather. Now, fortunately, well, unfortunately, we don't really have any. Fortunately, we can get some, which I hate to do this, but I need light leather. Come here, come here, come here, come here. I need that light hide. And I kind of probably want more for this battle axe as well, which means I'm not killing the baby cows. There's a part of me is very tempted, but I'm not killing the baby cows. What I will do, just while we're here, while we're outside, is, maybe I do plant the tomato seeds and the chili seeds. I've never planted chili before. We need, what, 40 of them? So give me, let's do the 40 chili. We have enough essence of life to do it. We have some left over. So I'm going to plant these just while I'm here. Since we're going to be going, oh my God, am I going to have to re-hoe all of this? I think the term is re-till, not re-hoe, but you know what? It's fine. Oh God, I don't remember what chest it's going to be in. Okay. So my hoe is broken. Oh no. Do I have a working hoe? Do I? I do. I've got my copper one. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's all been planted. That's 40 chilies that are hopefully going to grow at some point or another. I do still need a little bit more hide though, so I think I see a chicken, and I'm pretty sure chickens do give us light hide. Let me just be murdering you very quickly. You gave me 2. Ooh. Chickens might be the way forward. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this light hide into the tanning rack, and let me see what exactly I'm going to need for a bunch of torches, because I'm thinking we're going to need a few of these, given that I'm looking to head out to a desert in search of thorium. So we'll put that into our offhand slot right there so that we can see nice and clearly. We are going to be waiting for a second for all of this to get done, but we can grab one. We can head to the workbench and make a repair kit. I do love that we still have a good amount of iron as well. That makes me really happy. The pickaxe is at 1%, so we'll just fix it now. We might as well get that done. And then once this guy is done, we can make another repair kit, which is going to be good for the battle axe once it breaks. Is it raining? It is raining. Okay. Is it late enough for me to go to bed so I can set off in the morning, or am I going to have to wait until it's a bit later? Let's have a look here. We got 17 minutes until bedtime. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. It doesn't look like it's raining anymore either, which is fantastic news. It also looks like my chilies might be done. Huh. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting them to grow that quickly, but I guess before we go anywhere, we might as well harvest these things and see, do we just get one per? It looks like, oh no, we get a little mix, which is fantastic. We're actually getting a really, really good amount of chili right here. Not as much essence of life as I would like, but that's fine. We do now have enough chili to upgrade well, we have enough chili for the upgrade. We don't have enough tomatoes because we haven't planted them yet. But it seems we get double the chili, which I kind of love. So looking in here and looking at the tomato seed bags, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So that gives us 40. We can go in here and just get these guys planted as well. And then hopefully by the time we get back, they're going to be grown. If not, then that's fine. We can wait. What I will do though is just pop downstairs. We will put the essence into this space. We did get an eternal chili seed bag, which I love, but the eternal seed bag can go in here. The chili can go in there as well. And I guess the uncooked foods that I have can live in this chest, which I'm fine with. Probably don't need to bring that hammer since it's not really going to be all that necessary. And I think this is going to be our inventory for whatever kind of adventure we're going to be getting into here. So looking at the map so far, we don't really have any hints of desert to the north. We don't really have any hints of desert anywhere, but we haven't been that far south. Yeah, I mean, we haven't been that far anywhere but north, but I think we're just going to go south is what we're going to do. We're just going to run across this river. There is an abandoned mine down here that we did discover once upon a time. We're going to be going way beyond that. But I will head over here because that might actually, I see like palm trees down there. That might actually be a desert, which would be kind of fantastic. This might, yeah, the Howling Sands. This is what I'm looking for. This is the desert that we're looking for. Now, whether or not I find what I'm looking for is to be determined. What are you? You know what? I'm going to eat before I start getting involved in more business around here. I definitely think that's going to be good for my, well, health. You are a saber-toothed tiger because of course you are. Okay. You also seem to be a lot smarter than things I've fought before. You're like backing off after each attack. That's interesting. Okay. There looks to be, is that a hyena over behind you? It might be. What do you drop? Medium hide? Okay. What do you do? You are in fact a hyena. You look amazing. I'll give you that. You look great. Is that a village over there? Oh my God. I'm so excited. There's so many things to discover and see. What are you? It's a tortoise. Of course it is. This is the Badlands. That's good to know. There looks to be a skeleton over here that we can discover. You are a sand-swept skeleton guard. That's fine. We're gonna, oh, you're a little bit smarter than the skeletons I've been dealing with. Okay. You're kind of more similar to the ones that are down at the lava. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. I want to go over here. It looks like there's a village or a, oh, not yet. We do need to go underground because that's where we're going to be finding thorium and things like that. But I want to see what this is over here first. Whatever it is, it's next to some giant bones, which, that's, yep. Okay, that's fair enough. We've got something being injured over there. We have you guys, which are antelope. Okay, what are you? A little gecko? Oh, buddy. Look at you. Oh, I love him. What is that? It's getting injured too. Everything's getting injured out here. It's a meerkat. Oh, I did. So I mentioned, I think in maybe the last episode, that I don't know how to catch animals. What I meant by that was I don't know how to like get them to follow me. You can make a chest thing that can let you catch small animals, and I do want to catch a meerkat because I think that'd be amazing. What are you guys? A Farron Sharptooth and a Farron Burrower? You're running away. Are you? So you don't, I don't think they're friendly, but they don't seem to be outwardly hostile. Like they're not coming after me, right? Which I'm kind of okay with. They also have a cave. I mean, they have a really cool bed, which I like. They have a cave here, which I sort of want to go down into. They have a small chest, which has some essence of life and some health potions. We have bottle tree logs, and that, I'm not going to even try to pronounce it. They don't seem to mind me taking their stuff either, which is great. I don't think they noticed. Oh, there's something up there as well. What if I just found a black trilobite? What the? I've got no idea. What did I just, is that a camel? That is a camel, isn't it? Can I discover you while I'm here? I absolutely can. Can I don't want to punch you. You can jump on a horse's back in this game. It's not something I've done yet, but you absolutely can do it. I was hoping I could do it to a camel as well, but apparently not. I think what I am going to do though is head down into the cave in this village. Now, these guys are really, really wary of me. I don't really want to fight them because I don't really think I need to. I just want to go down here and see what exactly we're dealing with. Because, hold on, did I see something green? I did. I absolutely did. Look at this. We have some thorium. Perfect. So this is, it's in dry mud, which is taking a minute to mine out. But if I can get myself a ton of this stuff, we can smelt it up. Well, actually, I was going to say we can smelt it up and we can start making armor. There are other things I'm going to need for thorium. I'm pretty sure thorium is a type of armor that needs a bunch of venom sacs. So unfortunately, unless I get a bunch of those, we're probably not making thorium armor today. But what we can do is at least explore down here a little bit and see what exactly there is to see down in a cave in what is essentially zone 2. This is the desert. The desert is zone 2 as far as Hytale is concerned, and it's dead end down here. Good. Great adventure. That's fine. We can go one of these other ways. We can go over here and see if there's anything down in this direction. There's actually a multitude of directions to go down here, which is slightly terrifying. I don't love that. So I'm going to go this way, and a glowing scarab larva. Don't like that. Not a fan. Is that a dead end? Yep, looks to be. So we're not going that way. This might not be a dead end. It isn't so far, which is fine. Bit of floating tree there. That's fine. This also goes a little bit darker. We have some copper, which I don't really need. We have some thorium, which I do really need. We actually have a couple of bits of thorium down here. I'm not going to stand on it when I mine it. That's like Minecraft 101 is don't dig straight down. You're going to regret it. I've yet to regret it in Hytale, but there's definitely been some close moments here and there. Nothing left, which is good. So we will continue this way. We have some more tree down here, which is really interesting. I don't know why that makes me nervous and sort of creeps me out, but it does. I've also got some dry logs out of that, which is fine. I'm pretty sure I do need dry logs for something. I don't remember what. What the Don't like that. Don't like whatever you are. Oh no, it's got too many legs. Oh no. I can't deal with bugs. I can't do spiders. I can't do bugs. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. What are you? That is a scarab fight. That's a scarab. That little larva turns into that thing. Oh God, it's seen me. Oh no, I don't like it. Let's get pincers. Oh my God, it's gross. Oh no, it really gets me. I don't like it. I really don't like it. And then it curls up like that. Oh no. It's really gross. What is that? Hive soil. Oh, it's a hive. Oh my God. Oh, it's a whole hive down here. I can feel my skin crawling. It's really good. It's like, that's another one. I don't know if I need to be down here. It doesn't really seem like there's much thorium. There's a lot of dead bodies though, which is something. Oh, that one's coming for me. Okay, we're gonna back off a little bit. I'm gonna fight you on my own terms, away from different pits and holes down into your hive. I will fight you. I'm not gonna enjoy fighting you, but I will fight you. There we go. Okay. Oh, not a fan. Not a fan. Let's continue. We're okay. I can kill them, which is good. What is this? This is like a little, like a underground oasis thing, which is very cool. There's some thorium up there, which is also very cool. Let me just kill you first. Put a torch there. There's more fire down that way, which is certainly something. I don't know if I'm all that interested in going down there though, because I don't know if I'm going to find thorium down at the lava levels. We do probably want to get our hands on some more iron though. We're a little bit low on it back home, so we can grab it while we're here since there seems to be a bit of an abundance. And as we move down towards the lava, we do see a bunch of lava. I don't see a bunch of thorium. I do see some wood in there, and it looks like a structure of some sort, but I'm not going to look into it right now. What I will do is leave these torches though, because we will probably go down there at some point. I'm not doing it right now for two reasons. Number one, I'm looking for thorium, and number two, this episode's already getting along a little bit, so I'm gonna sort of stay on topic with the thorium thing. And, oh, don't like them. Don't like them. Now, it does occur to me that if I go that way, we get out of here, but we never went this way, and wouldn't you know, there's thorium pretty much right away. Let's put a torch right there just so I can kind of see everything around me and grab this while we're in the neighborhood. What I'm curious about is to see just how much thorium I have right now, because again, we're gonna need, much like iron, we're gonna need an absolute ton of it. And obviously we're gonna need those venom sacks too, which I do think we get from those bug things that I was fighting. But right now we have 19, which is better than none. It's not a huge amount. It's probably enough to make one or two little thorium items, little being tools or maybe a weapon. It's another dead end. This isn't a great cave, unfortunately, which is kind of to be expected, I guess. It's the first one we've gone into. I don't think most of the first caves I went into in Zone 1 were all that exciting, so... I mean, 19 thorium out of one cave. I can't really complain too much. And that is also without going down this way, which I suppose I could and should do. It looks like there's thorium right there on my left as well, so yeah, it's probably not a bad shout to go this way. We'll put a torch right there. We'll grab this thorium. And I guess we just continue into... Oh, this one goes way, way down. That's interesting. Is it a dead end? It is. Okay. So there's a lot of dead ends in here. That's something, I guess. So there's one cave. There's one part of this cave that's worth going into, and it heads all the way down to lava and had like some wood and stuff down there, which I guess is fine. It's not the end of the world, but a bit weird. I will put a torch here at the very least, and I guess we'll just put a waypoint on this place. So we'll slash waypoint, and we can add one, which was, I think it was like 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗢 and bug/lava cave is what we'll go for. We'll make it red so I can see it from a distance, and that'll be fine. So that's a cave. It gives us 22 thorium, which is all right. I might go a little bit further into... Hello, you do not look pleased to see me at all. I'm just going to leave you alone. I was just checking out the cave. That's all. I was just checking out the cave. So I suppose now is as good a time as any to mention that I don't know where else thorium spawns. I do know it's in deserts, which is Zone 2. I don't know about other biomes, which I would assume this happens to be. We have a bunch of dry trees out here. We have these sand-swept skeleton assassins, which admittedly look very cool and have like daggers as weapons, which I appreciate. They're still easy enough to kill, but I don't know if thorium spawns in this area. I've never really seen a biome that looks like this. It looks great. I've just never really dealt with one. We have some bottle tree logs here. You know what? I'm going to take a bunch of the bottle tree logs. I don't know what it necessarily gives me. I don't know if I can do anything with it, but just because it's birch logs. Wait, what? Hold on a minute. What? Okay, so it's just giving me a ton of birch, which is fine, I guess. So hold on. I found bottle tree logs, which gives me dry wood. The birch, that's odd. That's really strange, but okay. Fair enough, I guess. What does this give me then? If I take down this tree, does it give me anything different? Because again, we might need these materials. So that is giving me dry logs, which is fine. I can deal with that. I don't know what I need it for, if anything, but oh boy, what is this? Is this another cave I can explore? It looks like it is. Okay. I don't see any. Oh, I do see thorium. I also see what looks like what the hell is this? What have I found? What have I found here? Torch there. This is like a whole... There's like an old scroll down here. There's thorium there. There's a campfire. There's chairs. There's bones. There's a dark temple window. An iron box. So it's like a... Oh, God. Why is it giving me chills? I don't like it. I don't like I don't like it at all. What is this? It's really strange. I love that you can just find things out in the world that just don't really make sense, but that have like, I don't know, some degree of story to them, you know? Like, I don't know what this is. I don't know why this is here. I could sleep at it, but I'm probably not going to. I'm going to put the Dark Temple windows back as well because it looks kind of cool. Interesting choice to use those as a door. Yeah, no, I'm a little weirded out by this. There is plenty of thorium in here, which is great news, but just finding some weird dungeon in a cave in the middle of nowhere is weird. It's really strange. I suppose the good news is that we do have a stack and a half of thorium, so it's hard to complete. We got goblins. Okay, we have goblins in here. That's nice. Let's be dealing with you because I don't feel like getting murdered by a goblin in a strange desert cave. That goes down quite a ways. This goes that way, I guess, and the goblin was up here. Is there anything of interest up this way other than the lizard? It looks like there's a bit of thorium. I've been down there. So this looks like a bit of a dead end other than the thorium in the ceiling, which I will absolutely take. Thank you very much. We'll take that bit as well because I can. Oh, there's more up there. There's actually quite a decent bit of thorium up there. So that brings us to almost 2 full stacks of thorium, which I've just discovered a cobra. Hello. You know, as much as I don't want to fight a snake, as much as it's dark without my torches, I am going to fight you, and my axe broke. Okay, let's kill you. I'm fighting it because I want the venom sac, and also I want to fix my battle axe. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, hello. Yeah. No. Let's not be doing that. Let's not. Let's not be doing that. I don't need to be dying. In fact, I am gonna eat just while I'm here because I really don't want to die down here. That would be super counterproductive for this whole thorium thing that I've got going on. That looks like a whole nightmare of caves that I don't want to explore right now. I'm gonna be honest, but I will check out this one because it looks like it just sort of goes straight down and it looks like I'm gonna be less inclined to get lost in here. No, it just loops around to where it just loops around. Of course it does. We have a bunch of these guys, which are like they're 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗨𝗧, which I guess is like probably like the babies of those big bug things that I don't like fighting. So that's fun. Okay. Let's take a little bit of an adventure down here because there's thorium over there. There's iron over there and there's lava down there. Okay. Let me put a torch there so I know where I'm going. This doesn't seem like it's going to be a ton of thorium, but it's better than none. And if we go just a little further along, there's more thorium in that wall right there, and there's a bunch in here. So this is going to be enough to get us over 2 stacks of thorium now, which is probably about enough for me to be comfortable heading back home. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to get like a full set of armor plus some other stuff, but it's going to be enough to get, you know, maybe a weapon, maybe some tools, and I'm kind of okay with that. I think it's also worth keeping an eye on the fact that my pickaxe here is about to break. So now is probably as good. That is a whole scorpion. I have played a lot of Fallout 76 recently. I ain't afraid of no rad scorpion. Come here. I don't know why the scorpion has a skull. That seems unnecessary, but I'll fight it. That's fine. I'll deal with it. There we go. That's another venom sac. We've got, what, how many of those? 2? It's not as many as I thought I had. Oh, I guess, wait. Oh, I'm getting got by the plants. We're fine. We're fine. How do I get out of here? I think it was this way. In fact, I know it was this way. My torches are over here. There is more thorium. No. Is it easy to get to? Kind of. Kind of. I might break my pickaxe doing this, but that's not really the end of the world. Right here, yeah, never mind. Never mind. It wasn't meant to be. We will come back here. We absolutely will come back here. But I'm also thinking that once again, we can get to the surface and we can just call this another waypoint. We'll say it's like a weird dungeon cave. We'll make it just a sort of regular white icon and that'll be all right. And then to get home, we need to go that way. How far away from home are we? Oh my God. We're almost about as far south as we have been north, which is pretty cool, actually. I'm glad I went this way. It looks like I was right in my theory that there would be a desert to the south, but let's not celebrate yet because I need to actually make it home. And so just like that, we're home. I love this. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I missed. I'm missing some stairs. There's one block missing from my house. Oh my God. There's like one upside. Oh my God. I need to hold on. Oh, we still have, I need to fill this in as well. Oh, hold on a second. Right. Before we celebrate, I think all my crops have grown as well, but, I need some pebbles is what I need. Cause I'm going to fix that one little thing just here. So that's that sorted out. I've just discovered a catfish. Apparently that's great. That's cool. That's not really something I'm too concerned about right now. I want to make, do I have oak log? They're all downstairs. The storage solution's great and all, but man, hold on. Right. We're sorting out the thorium. Hold on. It's going in here. We're going to turn this on. We're starting to make thorium. That's great. Going over here. We want to go to my wood. I can't get off the ladder. We want to go to my wood chest. And we're going to put basically everything in here that's made of wood. It's now full. That's great. I need a single hardwood staircase. And it needs to go on my tower. Because I'm missing up here and around to the back. There. Okay. Now the tower's done. Now it's finished. And I guess while we're dealing with our thorium, we should go in here and start tanning some of the light and medium and eventually the heavy hide that we got our hands on. And I want to look at thorium. I want to see what we can do with thorium. So So for the tools, it's medium leather and linen scraps, of which we have plenty of both. That's good. That's very good news, actually. We need a bunch of thorium and essence of the void for the Arcanist's workbench, which would give us access to teleporters, which, by the way, when it comes to teleporters, what we could do is set up a teleporter between our house and that ruined fort so that we don't have to trek all the way back and forth between them. We could just teleport from one to the other. That's not to say that I wouldn't love to set up a little road that leads between them, and I will probably do that eventually. But that is like way, way long term, assuming that we don't have to reset this world at some point because of some update, which is entirely likely. Although I do know there are some mods out there that let you reset chunks in the world. So I could save the chunks that we've been in and reset everything around it so I don't lose my house, which I would probably be tempted to do, but we'll see how that goes. When it comes to the blacksmith stuff, we will need to upgrade this thing to tier 2 in order to make thorium weapons, unfortunately, which is going to require a bunch of venom sacks, which I think is where my venom sack requirement comes in. What could be interesting is going for thorium daggers and possibly a thorium short bow at some point. I've never really messed around with the different types of bows before. I did stick with a crossbow for the longest time the first time I played through this. So going for thorium short bow could be kind of cool. When it comes to armor, here we are. So you need venom sacks for the different armor pieces as well, because I think thorium gives you some poison resistance. Now to upgrade this guy, we're going to need a bunch of azure logs and we're going to need a bunch of copper. Fortunately, copper is easy to come by, and azure logs we can get from this area up here, that sort of blue looking space on the map. So we know where to go to get it. it's just going to take a bit of time. As for the thorium here, I guess the best thing to do realistically would probably be to make a thorium hatchet and to make a thorium pickaxe. That's going to make it a little bit quicker to get all the things that we would want to get. It also means I don't have to repair my iron pickaxe right now, so it can go and live in this chest because it might as well. I'm going to put the iron axe in there as well, I think. And I'm just going to sort of hold on to a bunch of the miscellaneous junk that I have in here. In fact, I want to take this iron axe and I want to test something very, very quickly. I would like to see if we go to, let's see, what tree do I want to use for this? I don't want to take down a whole tree right now. We'll go for this one over here. So an iron axe is 1, 2, 3, 4 hits to take down an oak log. You are 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, that's going to make my life so much easier. That is going to make my life so much easier. So I guess going around here, we should probably take stock of what I'm going to need to do. So I need to level up the blacksmith's anvil, which is going to require a bunch of light leather, which is easy enough to get my hands on, and 1 more venom sac, which again, easy enough-ish to get my hands on. That's spiders, that's snakes, that's those bug things that I don't like fighting. So 1 more venom sac is relatively straightforward. The thorium, I'm still not convinced we'll have enough for a full set of everything I would want. And I mean, medium leather, also relatively easy to come by. But for the most part right now, it's light leather and venom sacs. For over here, it's going to be a bunch of copper. We need 14 more of that. We need more medium leather and we need azure logs. Also really easy to come by. So I think priority number 1 is going to be upgrading the armorer's workbench and the blacksmith's anvil. From there, we are just going to need to get number 1, more thorium, and number 2, even more venom sacs. So looking at the numbers, the thorium helmet is 11 ingots. The thorium cuirass is 20, so we're up to 31. This is 9, so that's 40. And this is 15, so that's 55. So we do not have enough thorium to make everything I would want to make, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that was kind of to be expected. And then we have to decide what weapon I'm going to go for when it comes to thorium as well. Now, they do have a big old hammer as the mace, which looks very cool. The axe looks pretty good as well. I've never messed around with daggers. I do know that there's ways to move really fast with daggers. It could be fun to maybe experiment with thorium daggers. And then when it comes to things like cobalt and adamantite, maybe by that point we've decided that, hey, I prefer axes or I prefer the maces or whatever, and we start just going for whichever one I actually like using, which could be kind of fun. I think we'll also probably make the thorium short bow just because we have, I'm pretty sure, the means to make an absolute ton of arrows. I think. Yeah, we can make a lot of arrows. We can make a lot of those, which we're going to be wanting to do if we're going back to the desert. Also, it looks like my tomatoes are all done, so we'll go ahead and grab all of these, and that's hopefully going to give us an absolute ton of essence of life, as well as more than enough tomatoes to get my farmer's workbench upgraded just that little bit further. Again, not really feeling the pressure to upgrade the farmer's workbench all that much further, but I just like the challenge. I like it as a little goal to do. We do need that dark wood though, which I completely forgot about. So unfortunately, actually, we're not going to be doing that. We also don't have enough essence of life, which is a bit of a shame. We can get a little bit more right there. And if I wanted to, oh, I need to level it up further. Okay. So basically, I probably should have used some of the corn that I had to get essence of life, but you know what? That's okay. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. We can, we need to find some cedar trees anyway, so let's just put some stuff down in storage. And I guess we can call it a day. We can leave it there for today. We've managed to expand our storage. We've managed to get some thorium. It has been a super, super productive day in Hytale, and that is exactly what I wanted today to be. Although we are going to have to go back to the desert, we are going to have to get more thorium, we are going to have to fight a bunch of spiders and those bug things that I don't like fighting, but that's fine. We have the technology, we have the means to make that happen. We're probably going to want to start tidying up our little base area at some point with some more buildings at some stage. I would like to bring more animals in here. I would love to start experimenting with eternal seeds. There is so much to do, so much to still explore. There's so much being added to the game all the time as well. So at some point, we're going to have to go and look at all the new stuff that I haven't seen yet. But that is going to do us for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been such an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.